Shifting again now, we head towards Afghanistan, where tens of thousands of people are still desperately trying to escape from the Taliban and other Islamic terrorists. But between suicide bombings at Kabul airport, limited resources, and the rapidly approaching deadline for evacuation, there's a lot of work left to be done. So luckily, several humanitarian groups are trying to pick up the slack, one of which is the Shai-fund, a humanitarian NGO based in Israel working to coordinate the evacuation efforts. Joining me with the details is Director of the Shai-fund, Charmaine Hedding. Charmaine, thank you so much for being with us today.
It's great to be here. Thank you for having me.
All right, so what exactly has the Shai-fund been doing with respect to the Afghanistan evacuations?
Well, we realized immediately that due to the colossal magnitude of the humanitarian crisis that was happening there, that there would be many people, religious minorities, women at risk, people like that who would be left behind. And that's aside from the huge number of people that worked for the US government and were contracted for them and other international NGOs that are also now in mortal danger. So we've been trying to assist with a private humanitarian initiative with a group of NGOs to try and help these people to be able to evacuate. And we're working in collaboration with Mercury One or the Nazarene Fund, who are providing the planes, and we're supplying all the grassroots names and numbers of people that need to be urgently evacuated to try and get them to the airport and save as many souls as we can.
Now, I understand that your first escape flight, actually your first evacuation flight of about 300 or so people is supposed to arrive tonight. What are the primary challenges that you've been facing in these rescue efforts?
Actually, we've had 7 flights to date that we've had people come on from the airport in Kabul. I think it's one of the biggest private initiatives that there's been, and it's all been funded by people who care around the globe and realize that these people that we're trying to assist, if we don't help them, the Taliban are going to take them and they are going to end up dead. We know even now that people are being sought after and the Taliban is hunting them down from door to door. We're talking about women's rights activists. We're talking about religious converts. We're talking about people in these kinds of categories that are being in safe houses, but are in real big danger now because they represent everything that the Taliban hates. They represent everything we in the West love.
And so, I mean, can you speak a little bit more about the coordination efforts and how this came about? How you're coordinating with people on the ground as well. Do you have, really just 1 or 2 people on the ground who are your eyes and ears, or do you have maybe a little bit better of a network? Are you speaking with individual refugees?
Yes, we have a significant network because we've been working in this kind of field in the Middle East and Africa for many years now. And so it was easy for us to activate the network. And as soon as we realized that we could form a coalition of like-minded NGOs that would be able to work together and push it forward to land the flights on the ground, we moved immediately, and we were one of the first to get it together and get on the ground, start collecting the names and the people at risk and collecting the information that we needed in order to move them out the country. And that's primarily what we've done just because of our experience with this, and also because of the networks. It's these kinds of networks who work on human rights issues, on democracy and civil society, on these kinds of issues. We know them and we understand them. It's the kind of work that we do. It's our bread and butter.
And I myself have been speaking to a lot of people who our heart breaks for what's happening right now in Afghanistan, but we feel helpless. What can we do from home? How can we get involved with NGOs like yours, or even some of the others that you're affiliated with?
Yeah, I mean, we're working together, and it's been incredible to see how the humanitarian sector has come together on this, and we're very proud that we've been able to coordinate. But anyone who wants to give can give. It's the name of the website that you can give at is www.myshai.org. the Shai-fund, SHAI.org. So www.theshaifund.org.
All right. Charmaine Hedding, thank you so much for joining us and for everything that you're doing in Afghanistan, and good luck.
Thank you.